Hi friends, thanks for tuning into this video. Hope you all are doing good and safe in this pandemic. Today let's see how to implement SOAP web service in TIBCO BW6 Studio. My agenda is to create abstract WSDL with one operation, let's say addition operation, and implement the same using HTTP transport. Let's go to the video. Open TIBCO BW6 Studio. Go to File menu, select New, select Project, click on BusinessWorks folder, choose BusinessWorks application module, click on Next, specify project name. Let me configure as SOAP Web Service. Keep default version as it is. Choose the deployment target as per your requirement. Let me configure as AppSpace. Keep rest of the selection as it is. Click on Next. Keep the default selection. Click on Next and click on Finish. Wait for few seconds to get the project created. Go to Project Explorer, click on SOAP Web Service Project, go inside Process folder, click on process.bwp file. We want to implement SOAP Web Service, so click on this icon Create Service, choose existing WSDL or create a new WSDL. Let me select the option Create New WSDL and configure service name as Math and operation name as Addition. Click on Next. Choose existing schema or WSDL inline schema or create new schema. Let me specify the option as create new schema. Click on Finish. So here abstract WSDL and schemas are automatically created. So go to service descriptors folder. You can see abstract WSDL created automatically. Click on that. Match service, addition operation, and the corresponding input and output parameters are available. If you click on this addition request, you can see the input field, and click on the addition response, you can see the output field. Go to schemas folder, click on newly created schema, click on addition request element. You can see only one input field, so let me delete this and create a fresh one. Right click, choose add element and specify the name as number 1, and again select add element and specify the name as number 2. Change the data type of these two fields to integer. So select number 1, select type, choose browse, select integer. Click on OK. Do in a similar way for number 2. Save the project. In BW6, we can map between two fields only if the data types are matched. So here we want to implement addition operation. So we want both the fields to be of integer data type and both are of mandatory. Click on addition response. Click on this. Rename this to result. Select type, choose browse and select integer. So both in request and response elements should be on integer data type to perform addition operation. Go to process. Inside match service we have only one operation. So you can drag and drop this to the design area. You can see multiple options. Choose implement operation. If suppose we have multiple operations inside a single service, then we have to choose implement constructor operation here. All the operations inside the service should be implemented inside a single process. Here we have only one operation, so select implement operation. So receive and reply activities are automatically included in the design area. Click on receive activity. You can see both service and operations were configured automatically. Go to output editor. the input fields were configured. Go to replay activity. In a similar way, we can see service operation and output parameters are configured automatically. In real-time projects, you can implement business logic between this receive and replay activity. So receive activity receives the request from the client, and replay activity helps to send the response back to the client. So here straight away let me implement the addition logic in replay activity. So go to input, expand the request elements, drag and drop number 1 to result, and perform the addition logic. Similar way, drag and drop number 2 to the result field. So now addition logic is implemented. Go to problems tab and check is there any error. We are able to see some error in component section. So go inside modular descriptor, click on components. There is no binding information configured. So click on this service, go to properties, click on bindings tab, add new binding, soap binding, click finish. So the soap binding is automatically created with the default values. We have to only choose the transport. So we can either choose HTTP or JMS. In this video, let me show you with HTTP transport. Since there is no HTTP connection available, create shared resource. Create a HTTP connector resource, click on finish. In BW5 we have only one HTTP connection, whereas in 6 we have HTTP client connection for client implementation and HTTP connector resource for server implementation. Since this is server implementation, I have configured HTTP connector resource. So if you see binding name, target namespace and SOAP details, everything were automatically configured. We have to manually configure only the transport details. Now go to resource folder. You can see newly created HTTP connector resource. We have to configure host name and port of our machine. So let me delete this. Create a module property. Click on this. Module property is nothing but global variable in BW5. Click on this drop down and choose property, and here click on this choose module property and create module property. Choose drop down and select property 1. Save the project. So here when we create this module property, by clicking on this model property icon near to the field, the properties will be created along with the respective data type. Here host is created with string data type and port is created with integer data type. Now we can go to module properties and rename it. Click on this, change to host name, click OK. Next property 1, click on this, change to port. So host name is of string data type and port is of integer data type. We should not keep port with a string data type. And specify the default value. Specify the host name of your machine. And the port type, you can configure any 4 digits port for your application. So now HTTP connector configurations are done. Go to process.bwp, go to problems tab. There is no error. So we can straight away go to components, go to properties, click on SOAP service binding, generate concrete whistle. Since there is no error in the application, so you can generate concrete whistle. Let me specify the path as D drive result folder. Name as SOAP web service concrete. dot Vistal. Click on next, finish. So Vistal file is created successfully. You can go to the backend and you can see inside result folder. So Concrete Vistal is successfully generated. Now go to debug configuration, select BW application, choose the project, click on debug. Wait for the process engine to get started. Meanwhile, you can import this Concrete Vistal here by selecting file menu, select new SOAP project, choose browse button, go inside D drive, click result folder and choose SOAP web service Concrete Vistal. Click open and click OK. So now SOAP Concrete Vistal is loaded into SOAP UI. So using SOAP UI you can trigger the server implementation. Let me configure the values for number 1 and number 2. Go to this Business Works 6 Studio. We are able to see the application is started successfully. So now trigger this operation. Already the SOAP UI is available by default. We are able to get the response back. Go to Business Works Studio. You can see one job is successfully completed. You can see the input and output. Input fields are 100 and 200 and output is 300. So addition is successfully performed. Terminate this. That's all about the SOAP web service implementation over HTTP transport. Thanks for watching this video and showing your support. If you like the content, please like the video and share to your friends. For more interesting videos, do subscribe our channel and press the bell button for immediate notification. If you have any clarification, please connect with me on comment section. Have a great day.